Hi, so I'm Jessa, and I have a child who has asthma. We use this chamber with mask to give him medication if as needed for his asthma. And I wanted to just talk about how do you know when you're supposed to clean it? So they do need to be cleaned. This is an anti-static chamber, but they do need to be cleaned periodically. So the first thing, and you can see, this is really like cloudy and filmy, right? So this guy, I'll try to show it from a few different angles here. This definitely is the component that we clean the most. It's the part that goes against my child's skin, so it gets kind of oily and etc. Sometimes he gets foggy in there. When he exhales, there's a lot of moisture. So this component we clean often. So that's one thing, is that you can always just take this piece off and clean it. You do want to make sure it's totally dry before you use it again, because the medication can stick to moisture. So do be a little bit cautious. You want to make sure it's totally dry. And it's not too hard. There's some little creases here, but it's not terrible. I can usually clean it pretty thoroughly with just a clean rag. And then I also usually do it at night and let it sit out all night to dry. And then if I'm looking at the chamber, let me kind of take this apart. You can see that there's a white film on the inside of this chamber. So that white film, kind of like dusty looking stuff, that's medication that is now kind of stuck to the inside of the chamber. So it is an anti-static chamber, but it does need to be cleaned sometimes. So when you start to see this film develop, that's when you need to clean it. So clean it in warm soapy water. Use a lint-free, very soft rag. Don't use any abrasive things on it. Just warm soapy water and a lint-free, just soft cloth. We use the cloths that we use for our infants for the bath. So, and then again, you're gonna wanna let it dry really thoroughly. You can take it all apart, and I would. So you can take the chamber apart as well as this. There are creases in here and things, and that doesn't really come apart, at least not that I've been able, sorry, that's not that I've been able to tell. So there's this valve inside, there's this little piece on top, and that takes the longest to dry. So what I'll do is I'll do it in the evening, and then I'll just like walk past and shake it, get all the droplets out, and I'll do that several times over the night, and then usually by the morning it's nice and dry. So that is how you can tell when your inhaler chamber needs to be cleaned. And this is true whether you have the face mask or not. Thank you so much for watching.